Hi guys, welcome to the After Curfew podcast. This is our first episode, right? And I go by the name Roderick, aka Rich Rod, for other people who know me. What made me decide to make a podcast actually? That's now another interesting story because the After Curfew podcast, right? The name, obviously, we were under lockdown. So when we were under lockdown, I decided there's a lot of content that needs to be put out and there's a lot of artists that need to be discovered. And then that's now where the idea hit me to start a podcast. But I had so much, what's the word? I had so much doubt because I'm not so comfortable speaking on the mic or being in front of the camera. So I was like, Naaman, this is that kind of phobia that I need to get past. So thought about it long and hard, every day I used to contemplate on doing it, but I was like, okay, let me just start, and I just told my homies about it, and the boys were like, hey, it's a good idea, start doing it, and then now we're here today, and I have my first guest, you know, they go by the name ICONIKIDZ. I would say they're my boys actually, because they're my homies, they're my brothers,
Yes,
they're my brothers, yeah. They do this music thing. I don't know what made them decide to do this music thing, but yeah, they're out here today. And besides me being a homie, a brother, whatever, I'm their manager as well. So yeah, today I'm about to introduce them to you guys so you can get to know who they are and what they're all about. So yeah, on my right side, right here next to me, I have the boy, Reborn King.
the last one.
Yeah, the last one of the fam. And on the other side, we have iconic Nino. Yeah, Jen.
Yes, sir.
So yeah, welcome to the After Curfew podcast.
Thank you, Brody.
Yeah,
Awesome.
man. Yeah. So yeah, how was your day today? What's been happening today?
It's a
Let's just
rough
start
day.
there.
First of
Yeah.
all, the way we got here,
Yeah.
took too long.
How so?
That was the weirdest text you had ever been on.
Oh yeah. When it comes to Texas, on a Sunday. Yeah, we on a Sunday actually. So when it comes to Texas, this side, it takes way too long for you to get a taxi.
Yeah,
So yeah, it's that
took
kind
like
of
an
thing.
hour.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was wrong.
We met some
very interesting people in the taxi.
Also, what happened?
We met this other dude from Kuruman.
Yeah.
He was making fun of the passengers in the taxi. And then he doesn't know us. And then he makes fun of this one lady. And then this one lady is like, hey, I'm going to swear at you now. And then he looks at us and he taps us. Then he's like, guys, you must take my pod. And we're looking at him like, hey, this dude, we don't even know you. Why are you making fun of this other lady?
What happened?
You was hitting on this other lady.
Yeah.
Telling her that, nah, I want to marry you. What?
Yeah. But I just want to get to know, are you guys good? Are you in a good space?
Nice,
Emotionally. Sometimes you never get to ask people how are they?
Yeah.
Understand?
Yeah, that's true.
It's that thing of hey dog, are you okay? You be like, nee, I'm nice, but there'll be something that's bothering you, understand? But
Yeah, I'm speaking for myself.
Yeah.
I'm nice.
Speaking for yourself.
It's just school.
It's
just school, that pressure, but yeah, I'm gonna get through that. I'm definitely sure.
Oh yeah. Kinda for the people who don't know, iconic Nino is in matric right now. So the homie is balancing both, school and music, like it's kind of you're lucky because when I was your age, when I was in school, I didn't know that what I wanted to do actually with my life. Understand? So it's the more that people get the younger you guys are, the more you
Yeah.
discover what you want to do. So what made you discover that you wanted to do music and yeah.
It's just the thing of I used to listen to a lot of music for myself, and also my uncle was
Yeah.
a rapper, so I used to see him.
stuff like that. And also, my dad was a soccer coach.
Yeah.
So like he used to motivate me to do what I want because that's what he was telling me about
Oh.
himself.
Yeah.
See?
Yeah.
And that's when I saw I actually love this whole music thing. Then that's when I recorded my first song when I was 13 or 12,
Dang.
like in a dope studio.
That's like a long time.
Yeah, in a dope studio.
Yeah.
And then just after that, I decided to work towards what I wanted to do and just chase after what I want. And
Yeah.
that's when I met a lot of people and started networking with people as well.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I
Where did you say
remember.
you
I also
recorded-
huh?
Where did you say you recorded your first song?
By Kimberley.
I recorded my
Oh,
first
what?
song. I recorded my first song on a cell phone.
No, not Kimberley. Prodigy them.
Oh yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I worked with them first before.
Kimberley.
Yeah, Kimberley. I was first part of the Credit 68 before Kimberley.
Yeah. That's when I actually met you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cause
This guy.
hey, this nigga though, like I used to have I still have, you know, WhatsApp, but I'm just saying back then,
Yeah.
like this boy would just hit me up, hey, put me up on your shows, what, and then like I had this show in number 5, right? In number 5, the at that Kawash thingy.
Oh yeah.
There by the rank.
Yeah.
The rank.
No, not at Wulana. Yeah,
Oh,
at the
the
rank,
rank,
at the
the
rank,
rank.
yeah, at the rank. So I had this show at the rank. The boys came through. They're like, "Can you put us on?" Then I gave them the platform. The thing is, you guys never performed that night, ne?
No, we didn't.
Yeah, because
No.
like I
Yeah,
remember
it was just
the
giving us
lineup was
drinks
like
and stuff.
long and
Like
stuff.
we had hope that we're gonna perform.
Yeah, but I remember like I gave them like cool drink and I gave
Yeah, I
you
was
guys
giving
cool
us those
drink
things
and
like
hot
chill
dogs,
drinks.
like
You
just
never
like
give me
chill.
cooling and hot dogs.
Dog, like you've been having more things than cool drink and hot dogs.
That's cap.
Like we even took you to Santa and all the story.
You too.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
besides, you know.
Yeah.
but we got a chance to perform. But
Yeah.
we performed one song by the B-Rain's launch.
Oh yeah.
We only got a chance to perform one song because we were the last act.
The last act, man.
No,
Yeah.
that was lucky you.
I remember that part. Like but like what I like about you, right? It's like you persisted, you know. Like you weren't just like short. Like you always like used to hit me up like, hey dog, like can you put us on? Can you put us on? And then after that you were like, hey, can you manage me? I was like, shh. Hey, it's like thinking like what else you want? And that time I was working with Alpha and
No, it wasn't offer.
was
It was just after B-Rain's.
no, I was working with B Rains.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was working
Then you
with
started working with. Yeah. You
I was
worked
working with
me
B
before
Rains,
Alpha.
and then I was working with that other lady.
Oh yeah, Prudence.
Prudence.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then that's when you like hit me up. Okay, you were like, can you manage me? That time I was like, hey, this boy is just too small, man. Like I don't know, I don't know,
Yeah.
you know, like it's too small. But like what I liked about you, like you had the drive, you know. And you were like, hey, dude, let's do this. Until I decided, nah, okay, let me just see how it works. And then we had the launch.
The launch.
The launch.
Yeah,
It
to tell us about the launch,
was
man.
hella dope.
Yeah, cause like
Dope.
I look at the videos now. I still have the videos of the launch.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
I think it was just a beautiful moment for me because like it was my first time coming in this industry and I was like, hey, I'll just see what happens. What if people don't like the sound?
Yeah.
Because like I was doing my own thing. Like people were doing trap talking about certain things and I
Yeah.
just decided I'm gonna take a trap beat and maybe just talk about like live things and whatsoever. And then yeah, I worked with Tony B mostly
Yeah.
on the project. I also worked with Fanny and it's a lot of Shadow for the features.
Yeah.
I worked with Shadow, Terry Reese from Uppington. But one thing about me, I'll hit you up. If you
Yeah.
are outside, I'll hit you up. Terry Reese, I think that's it. Yeah, and him. I also featured him when he was 13.
I remember when we launched it. It was at a pub actually. So it was at a pub.
Was that a pub?
I was a small.
These boys were like the smallest. They were like the smallest dog.
That's
Like
true.
what's the other boy?
SDK.
SDK. Like
Uh-huh.
SDK was on the platform, but it was still like this short.
And if you could know, like they hit me up 2 days before the show,
Yeah.
and they were like, "Hey, bruh."
I hit you up like on
And then I
the,
amazed him.
I hit you up on the day or the thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he hit me up on the day because who's this? Pena told me that he's gonna perform because I put Pena on the lineup.
Yeah.
And then I was like, then when he hit me up, I was like, since you guys make music together, you see.
Yeah.
And then they said they're willing to pay entry fee. I
This
was like,
guy made me pay to perform. What the hell?
I was like, I don't. If you're gonna pay entry fee, I don't mind.
Yeah.
You see. And then I told him it's fine. He can perform with Pena. And then there's a song that we actually did with Pena and
Yeah.
him
And him.
and Prodigy, and then they performed that song as well. Hey, that
Was it the
story is
Ride or Die
funny.
song?
Yeah, that song.
I remember.
That story was funny.
That was
Yeah.
long.
Like for you, like how was that experience? Like was it your first day on stage? Like your first time on stage?
Yeah, it was. It was very weird actually, because when it was time to perform, I was
Yeah.
like, nah, James, I'm not doing this.
Yeah.
I want to go home. And then Pena calls all his friends for me. He's like, hey, James,
Yeah.
talk to this kid, because I'm tired of talking to him. And then
Yeah.
eventually they got through to me. Then we performed and it was lit.
Do you know you guys got me in trouble that time, like with the pub owner?
What?
Hey, that guy was like, "Hey, why are you bringing kids to
Kids
the
and
pub
stuff.
and stuff like
Even came
that?
to me. I was like, relax.
Like, hey, why you bring kids to the pub?" I'm like, "Nah, they're just here to perform. It's not like they're
Yeah.
gonna buy alcohol and stuff like that."
Yeah.
Understand? And then you guys did your thing.
And plus, they came with Pena's mom and everything.
Wow.
So,
You really have to include that.
Yeah,
with
they
the mom.
came-
But yeah, but that's how it is. Like for now, because even you now, you're still underage.
But I don't go there with my mom.
No, I'm just saying, like you're still underage. Like if you go in, let's say now you booked at Black Diamond, you
I-
just go there, you
I
perform,
I look very
and
18.
then you buy. Understand?
I must buy.
Like you don't really have to hang around.
yeah. Just
Understand?
I don't have to, but I get to.
Where, when,
What do you mean when?
if we have never been in a club before.
I was in a pub.
Yeah, that was like, like,
2019.
yeah,
Yeah, but fake IDs are a thing now. If you didn't know,
where,
you can do that.
you know where you go to Black Diamond, like there's this guy they call the Big Show.
That guy.
Like I remember this.
I know
this
him
other
very
time.
well. That guy.
You tried to go there. Did you try to go there?
I
No?
tried to go there.
Yeah, and then Big Show like
That guy
already
looks at
saw
me and
me.
he guesses my age on the spot.
I
He was like,
Exactly.
he looks 16. This one looks 14. I was like, hey, this guy.
I was 13.
I
Yeah.
was like, he looks 14.
So do you think like your age is a challenge or an advantage?
Both, actually.
Why?
Because sometimes when I approach people with my music and then I tell them my age, they're impressed. But
Yeah.
the only problem is when it's time to perform at these big clubs, you know.
Oh yeah. But like I think it's like I don't know whether is it a thing of maybe we should like communicate with the clubs and tell them we have an underage that they must just come perform then buy. Like
Yeah, maybe we could do something like that.
because on my part too, like as your manager, it's also a challenge to me, like when it comes to like clubs and stuff. Because like I even had like a whole tour plan, like in terms of like going outside like Bloom and stuff like that. Because that's like where like when you get to see like now what's happening like in terms of bookings, a lot of artists get to perform at clubs. That's where like most of their revenue they get most of their money from. Because like when it comes to gigs, we only get like 1 or 2 gigs.
And
There's hardly gigs, but clubs every weekend there's something happening. They need like someone to come perform. You understand? So yeah, that's like one of the challenges I would say from a manager point of view that like I come across. But like when it comes to the music, like you say, like people get like,
yeah.
damn, he's 15 and it's so much fire. You understand? That's like the nice part about it, and I brag about that a lot. That gets me girls, dog.
I brag about it too.
That gets me girls, dog. Like, hey, "Are you sure?" It's like, I'm like, "Yeah." They're like, "No, it's so cute." I'm like, "Yeah." Like, no, like, yeah, he's so cute. He's like our last born and stuff. And, yeah, man, it's out there. So yeah, what was like the best gig that you performed at?
I would say Deep
Big
Bang.
Bang.
Oh yeah,
Definitely.
tell us about
That
that.
was the latest.
It was too nice. The crowd,
Yeah,
we weren't expecting it.
I would-
Because even the songs, we were expecting people to jump more for Cold Shoulder.
yeah,
But company,
company was doing the
yeah.
people were going mad. They were singing the lyrics. If you watch the videos,
most. The ladies were going mad.
Yeah.
the ladies. So, you want hands?
I remember because that day I came with I came with
You came with your
I came
girlfriend.
with my girlfriend that day. Yeah, I came with my
Why are you
girlfriend that
putting
day
air quotes around
Huh?
your girlfriend?
because like it wasn't like an official thing. That's what I'm saying.
She was your girlfriend.
Yeah, at that time she was my girlfriend.
No, you don't need to put air quotes. If
Okay,
she was your
whatever.
actual girlfriend.
Okay, it's fine. Let's move on. Let me tell my side of the story of that experience. Okay, cool. We come through. Hey, that place is packed. Like there's not even like space for parking.
Right.
So we just come through there, come through. These event organizers, especially the small ones. Hey, they're a problem, dog. Now we need space for us to get in. We need a place to sit and stuff like that. You guys are already there. At the
Yeah.
venue. Yeah. So for us now, I'm the manager. Now I have to explain myself. Hey, I'm this guy's manager. I'm this guy's manager. Like.
Yeah.
Then that boy, the organizer, Lusuko,
Lusuko.
yeah, he had to come to the gate to like make sure that I get through because those niggas were acting like bitches. Everyone needs to
Oh,
get inside.
everybody's the
Yeah.
manager.
But yeah, like hey, they thought I was like a chance or something. So we get in there. We see, hey, that stage was also kind of sketchy, man. Or is it like a desk or
I
something?
don't know.
Let's not talk about it.
Okay, so we get there, but like,
kind of sketchy.
yeah. What I liked about it, like the people that were there, like the crowd was very vibrant,
Yeah.
and you can tell that it was a crowd that like can relate to what you guys do.
Yeah. Facts.
It was like a young crowd.
And they came there to watch people perform. No?
Yeah, and then we start like you guys get on stage, you start performing. I think it was the first song was it Hate Never Wins.
It was
It was
company.
company. Always company. And then there was this other kid at the it wasn't it's another kid. I'm confusing it with another kid.
Oh, which
And then
Which kid?
I'm confusing it with
Seven
not Seven the City.
Fusions.
The one at Fusion Gardens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What happened?
At Fusion Gardens, what happened is when you guys were performing company, there was other kid like, hey, these guys are performing love songs. like, I'm like, relax, dog. They're gonna get to the trippy part that you want. They were like, hey, these guys are performing love songs. What? I'm like, whatever. Okay, back to Lip Bang. Back to Lip Bang. You guys are doing your thing on that stage. This guy is like jumping, he almost falls out of like you can see like
I'm trying to
if he makes one wrong mistake he's gonna fall off stage. And then there was this other boy was hyping you.
Who's Tyler?
Oh, Tyler.
Yeah.
Tyler boy.
What's his name?
And also Sky. Also Sky.
Oh yeah, Sky.
Yeah, and then y'all perform.
Tyler boy.
Forgot it.
Una.
Tyler Boy's real name.
Oh. But I've seen him like he's always at your shows.
Yeah, he is.
He's like
Shout out to him for
support.
that. Shout out to him.
Y'all do your thing. You do your thing. The first song, second song, third song, and I remember I had a phone that time. I was like taking videos.
So you don't have a phone now?
I had the iPhone. I had the iPhone, Vanny's iPhone actually. Yeah.
Vani doesn't have an iPhone.
Funny that's
It was Huawei. What one?
Yeah, it's the Huawei
Yeah.
30 Pro.
But I also used your phone.
yeah.
I think I had your phone and then the space or something went out.
Hey, iPhone.
And I had to
Aye.
compromise using Vanny's phone. Then I did that. shot the videos, all the later performance. Yeah. And then the second one was because like we were booked
Fusion
actually
Garden.
3.
Yeah, it's Fusion Garden.
Yeah. Wasn't it?
It's Fusion Garden.
Wasn't it Seven the City?
What?
Next one?
No, the 7th City was before Leaf Bang.
Oh,
What?
It was November. Leaf Bang
Oh
was
yeah, we did
December.
my boy serving the city leaf bang and then fusions.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, fusions. And then
So-
my Booyah came. Just the day after fusions.
Oh yeah. And that was a rough day though.
Yeah, but they
We
messed us
performed.
up.
We didn't sleep and then the following day
We had to perform again in the morning. But then
Damn.
those people,
got sabotaged.
yeah,
Oh yeah.
We're performing, those guys they cut our sound off.
they
man.
cut our sound.
Hey,
off.
but that day I was so pissed. Though. Like I was hella pissed. Like I was also pissed at you guys.
Yeah.
Because when I came through, you guys are still like chilling, like just like I'm like, guys, we have to like go and perform. We have to get on stage, because it was time for like curfew and stuff like that.
Mhm.
So yeah, and then we had to like ask, who's that guy, that DJ?
Oh,
There was Musa, how is DJ performing before you
I
guys?
DJ, I was.
And then he didn't want to give you guys like
Yeah.
time, like, because I kept asking, hey, this guy's are next, this guy's are next, this guy. But then he performed the first song, and then when he performed Hate Never Wins, that was crazy.
Oh, that was lit.
That was, yeah, like,
That was a mosh pit.
the mosh pit, yeah,
it
the
was-
mosh
it was-
pit.
It was insane.
Boys throwing booze in, like,
It was insane.
hey, and when it was time to
And then
perform, and that time,
Right before the beat dropped.
Yeah.
Right before the beat dropped, then
And you can see everybody's getting ready to
getting ready for it. And that time, that song, like the video, it just dropped, ne?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
because we were pushing the video after with those shows. Just after.
Yeah, and then the video it just dropped that time. We had to fight with those organizers. It was a big mess.
Again.
Yeah, like
That's the problem sometimes when you perform for free.
yeah.
You see, because now check what happened at my Booyah.
What happened?
Like the sound and everything. When they cut off the sound.
Oh yeah,
and stuff
yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
Even lower our volume, bruh. I mean, our quality. No offense to the others, ne?
yeah.
But our quality compared to theirs, like they play their music louder than ours, and then when they played our song,
Yeah, it
the
was
volume was
just.
very low. I didn't
And then when
understand.
the other guy performed after us, the song was.
You
Was
think it was
cool.
sabotage?
It was.
It was sabotage. bruh.
Because was it the week
coincidentally,
before?
when it's time to perform, one
Yeah.
of the mics don't work,
Yeah.
and the sound is low.
And then when I was performing, the mic cut off as well. And then I think it was the week before the show. Remember what happened in the group chat? This other boy was telling the organizer that they shouldn't let us perform
Why?
because
Because the first time we performed there, yeah,
they were like, nah, they have better artists
we
for
shut
them.
down the show.
What the
That
heck?
was a bit true.
Then we're like, nah, now we see why
They
did
better
that.
artists for who?
For like they have better artists than us. You see, now we're just
We
there
just
like
can't.
nah. And now we saw like that's why the sound and everything
Yeah.
we saw like they were sabotaging us. Most definitely.
That's whack.
Very low.
Like that's why I'm like right now, like we can't be doing like free shows and stuff like that.
That's true.
Because like artists take advantage, like the promoters, I mean, they take advantage.
Of that.
And then the other thing also, like I like watching videos and stuff like that, like on YouTube and stuff. So there's this thing of like, okay, you tell a promoter, I charge, let's say you guys charge 5K, right, for local shows. And then when another promoter comes in like, hey bruh, I only have like 500 rand. And then when you agree to do that gig for like that 500 bucks, that promoter, you know what he does? He's gonna go and tell his other promoter friends, hey, those boys, don't worry, they charge 500. And in that, like, you already, like, you faced him, like, hey, we charge 5K. But, like, because we just want to do you a favor, or maybe because we want to,
Yeah.
So, like, what I've learned is, like, you never compromise on your price. No matter how,
Never.
like, there's a reason why you price yourself that high, whatever. There's a reason why you do that. Like, if someone wants to come and say, I only have this amount,
There's some
rather just, like,
because when
like
the
leave it.
reach just gonna be a thing of always when
Yeah.
they show up, they want to negotiate.
It's gonna be that kind of thing of like everyone can be like, okay, nah.
And then you get other organizers, nah? They don't even ask you your booking fee. They'll be like, nah, I only have 500.
Exactly.
I don't want to mention
Exactly.
names, but I like you only have
Yeah.
500. That's messed up because like you want to eat as the organizer, we also want to eat as the artist because we also bring in the crowd.
That's why like I feel like when it comes to local events, we should actually just leave everything like
Once.
yeah, just
Yeah, as
leave
long
everything.
even if we don't get bookings, as long we're doing our spun and everything.
Yeah,
That matters because if you really value your work,
yeah.
you'd want to pay for it because you pay for quality, right? Exactly.
Like it just goes way back because like I've been like managing, like you guys are not the first artist that I've managed. Like and most of the artists that I've managed, they've had like their success when it comes to like being on TV and stuff like that. Like I remember the first artist that I got on TV when it was Alpha. Then we're like, hey dog, like now you're on TV, maybe the local promoters will fuck with us and they'll like pay us the amount that we charge. And then whoa, like promoters were like, nah, we ain't budging. And like maybe let's just compromise. We compromised. Okay, we went ahead. Second, the Supreme Team. And now these guys were on like every
day on TV.
every day, every minute, every channel that you turn, it's there. But then come gigs now. Kimberley gigs.
They don't want to pay.
They don't want to pay.
That's a problem.
They don't want to pay. They don't want to, compromise. They just have this fee. So I'm like, yo, okay, this is now, which means this is like an ongoing thing. Like it's the culture of how everything is this side. So, and then there's you guys. We out there. People know like the quality that we produce, but it's still the same thing of like no fee or less the price that we charge to check. So it's like there's no future.
Yeah.
But they have to fix that.
Who's gonna fix it? How are
They
gonna
have
fix
to
it?
because like if you want your event to be a success, you must do things accordingly. Taking back to our event, the launch.
Yeah.
Like we had to pay for each and everything, like the graphics, like had to pay cut food from Josie, everything, like for everything, quality, because you get other organizers. Now I do the post on my phone.
Pixar.
Pixar,
Yeah.
no flop. And then the artist, they'll be like, nah, I have this other bro of mine, he can rap, it's fine, I'll book him. Because I know I'm not gonna pay for him. You see, while you want a crowd and ICONIKIDZ can bring a crowd, but they have a booking fee. And you don't want to pay for that. While you're going to sell tickets and everything,
You're earning
revenue from that, and still you don't want to pay the artist for performing.
Yeah.
That's the only problem. Because now, if you don't pay, we fight. That's so.
I feel like
we don't even show up now. What's it back?
I feel like we should just leave these gigs. Like it's just
It's like this, no?
yeah.
If the artist, not the artist, the organizer has money to pay us, they can click us. If you don't have money, keep it to yourself.
Yeah.
Because we're tired of that just hitting us up now, bro. I only have my budget is tight or whatsoever. Also, our budget is also tight.
But they never have like the tight budget for the national artists.
Exactly.
So,
They don't.
Exactly.
Like whoever their booking is gonna tell them, hey, this is how much to charge, and you can't compromise on that. Otherwise, you're not gonna have a show.